Tonight is the beginning of the next phase of the lead up to Yom Noraim. First night Slichos Divrie. Now we're gearing up to Rosh Hashanah, to Yom Kippur of Tavshinai Tes. But if you look at it from a different perspective, this is not necessarily the beginning of a new phase, more of the end of the current phase. And I'll explain through a story, a mashal. The Tivlei, the famous Chassidish Rebbe, gives the following mashal, describing the Tkufa of Slichos in particular tonight. He says there's once a king who every year on his birthday, he would go around the capital city, and he would, all the citizens would line up as his chariot would go by. They'd all throw kvitlach, little letters, pieces of paper to the king with requests, things they needed. And the king would answer the requests. There was one person who year after year would throw his letter to the king, and his requests were never answered. He looked around, his neighbors' requests were answered, his friends, his relatives. He was the only one, seemingly, in this city who never got an answer. His request never fulfilled. One day, someone told him that one of the ministers, when the king goes, doesn't go by himself. He's surrounded by his ministers, by his guards. It became known that one of the guards who was closest with the king did not like this person, and therefore, whenever his letter came in, he would try to hide it. If the king saw it, he would tell the king, this guy, he's not a good citizen. He doesn't love the country, doesn't participate in various events, don't fulfill his request. So the person realized this. He figured, how am I going to circumvent these guards who don't like me? So he realized, what I'm going to do one day? What he's going to do? He's going to go early. Before the king's birthday, he's going to come to the palace a few days before then, where he can get access directly to the king and whisper into his ear his request, and thus thereby avoid the guards. Says the Tivlei, on Rosh Hashanah, the Malachim they claim to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Yidden don't deserve it, they're not worthy, look what they have done throughout the past year, look what they have done through Tavshinai Tes. We have to blow the shofar to protect us from this kitrug. During Slichos, it's so to speak a quiet time. Now is the time, says the Tivlei, we can speak to Hashem face to face. We can avoid the guards, go directly to Hashem and make our requests. Says the Tivlei, now is the time to beg for life, to beg for parnasa, to beg for health. It's starting tonight. This tkufa, dafka before Rosh Hashanah, dafka before Yom Kippur, says the Tivlei is most mesugel to push our requests through. So we shouldn't just view this as the intro to the Yom Noraim, as the build-up, the lead-up. This night and all the days of Slichos are an end in and of themselves, a chance to speak to Hashem directly. We have to take advantage of this opportunity. But we also have to remember that we're not going to ask for anything, we're not going to beg for anything on our own merit. The first Slicha starts with Eich Niftach Peh. How can we dare open our mouths to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and utter a request? We have to realize everything is called Kuloi Chesed from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We're coming to Hashem as Avinu Malkeinu, as our Father who has Rachmanus, who has mercy on us, saying we don't really deserve it, but you know what, Hashem? You are our Father, you have Rachmanus on us. We have to daven, again, for parnasa, for health, for our lives. We should all be zoichet to take advantage of this night of the Yemei Slichos.